right? So that's the octofactor model and how this works, etc. There are some examples, some case studies of what worked, what didn't work, etc. We basically publish this, right? So this is how we kind of weight the factors at any point in time, right? And basically what the capital protection and optimization regime is all about, right? So where we take the stock, how much of a multiplier we are taking, etc. Right? So 60% floor is maintained while targeting a 75% return.
What's a floor?
Is like basically it's like you're climbing a ladder or a staircase, right? So the concept is called constant proportion portfolio insurance.
Okay.
Right. So between these two poles, the conviction pole and the defensive pole, what we do is that as you reach a certain value, you then scale up or scale down the risk.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So it is like I've climbed up this particular floor. Now I've moved to the next step. So you lock in all the returns so far, and then I move to the next step.
Right. So say like a stock is going up and you're trading in the right direction, meaning, for example, like you're buying in this case, because the stock is doing good. What you're saying is basically you increase the exposure on that specific stock, meaning you invest more. Is that what the floor is? Okay.
What we did early June was basically to go and kill a number of trades.
Okay.
Because we made the profit, right?
Mm-hmm.
We made the profit, we booked the profit, we killed a number of trades, and that is exactly when the drawdown happened, right? The market went down at that particular time. Then as the price declined, went down, I go and re-enter the stock again.
Yes.
Right?
Makes sense.
So what I've done is I've made my profit, I've locked it, now I'm taking to the next step.
That is the floor.
That is the floor.
So it's basically a point in time or a point in value whereby you make this decision or the other decision. Your starting point. It's like a relative start relative to like the time you end, basically.
So if you want to deliver, let's say, a target return, let's forget the number. Let's not look at the 75% return. Let's even look at 25% return. Right? If you want to deliver a particular return, you can either choose a bunch of stocks, stay invested, right? Wish for the future that everything will go fantastic and these stocks will deliver, right? Or what you can do is you can set the price levels, right? You can set the price levels at which you want to book the profit. You wait for it to, basically to reach that. So what we are doing here is on the NAV of the fund, we are setting a 60% floor, right? That is our risk level. And at any point in time, we are going to basically keep increasing that as the NAV grows, right?
Well, okay. Yeah. So those are like, you may say like price points at which you either decide to buy or sell. It's like
you can say that, but it's more of the combination, right?
Right.
So you've got 20 stocks in there. Some of them will basically help you go higher. Some of them will help you meet the base, right? So what we're doing here is the defensive pole is giving us basically the bare minimums, and then the conviction pole will basically help us deliver additional returns. And then on top of that is about, let's say, about 10% or so due to the hedging that we get. And then another, say, about 5-6% that we get because of the short book, right?
Right. And again, and based on this, you decide on your portfolio, basically what needs to happen to the whole portfolio, because you have your reference points, which are the defensive pole and the other pole, giving you like a bottom and like a top.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Right. Got it.
So as I mentioned, it is the whole portfolio, not a specific stock.
Yeah.
So one specific stock. One specific stock could basically fall off the radar. We kick it, we basically replace it with another one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
But
more like
whole-
looking at the whole portfolio and how it should perform based on the objectives
yes,
you want to have. And I guess because of this, going back to what you were saying before, then you have a different exposure to different stocks depending on how big is your account.
yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
it's because you make a whole bunch of different calculations that are
correct,
based on the specific amount that you have in your portfolio.
exactly.
So question: how dangerous or risky would it be to do the same kind of trades, but on accounts that have a whole different amount of money in them, different bankrolls? You know, like
Yeah.
me and you put the same trades, but I have, say, £500 and you have £10,000. How risky would it be for me to follow you, for example?
So as long as you have an account below 100 million, there shouldn't be any difference,
100 million. Okay.
right?
That's
There shouldn't be any difference at all, right? So, we run the capacity audits. So what this means is that you're taking a bunch of stocks that have excellent liquidity, right? So let's say I add a family office that is bringing in like 20 million. Will that mean that the alpha of this portfolio will decline because of that? No, it doesn't. 20 million doesn't change the radar, change the needle. It doesn't push the needle at all.
okay.
Right? If one individual account with 100 million comes in, yeah, there might be a slight change.
Okay.
But even then, it's a very small change.
Got it. So it is safe to say that two completely different individuals in a completely different position, point in time, like they can put in the same trades and they can
Yes.
follow the same amount of shares bought or sold for a
Yeah.
specific position. Okay.